Hey there, my name is Merrick, but if you're watching this video, you'll probably already know that because I'm not really sharing this with the general public. This video is I've decided for the 2021 year, I'd love to record myself as I play golf on a golf course. I've watched other people on YouTube do it. I think it's entertaining to watch others golf. You might find this entertaining as well. If you're one of my friends and you know I'm not the greatest golfer in the world, but I do love to play. It's something that has brought me a lot of joy and just a place for me to kind of unwind, relax, and most importantly, connect with friends. There is a golf bubble amongst which is growing. There's probably, I'd say, about 6 or 7 people now that we rotate through. We play together, and especially during the pandemic, we've been trying to play safely, and it's been a place where we could just kind of go out and enjoy nature, but also have some fun. I've decided to make a series of videos about my golf mishaps, my misfortunes, but also my my once in a while successes. And so my hope is to make a series of videos about of any chance I get to play on a course, about 3 to 4 holes long, kind of walk through the good, the bad, the ugly. It's meant not as much to be a place where you can learn about golf, but something that you might enjoy and something that you might be able to relate to. And I hope y'all enjoy what you see. So for our first video, my friend and I decided to go to Westridge Golf Course, which is out in La Habra, California. And before you watch this, just make sure you know that if the golf swing looks bad, it's because it actually is. So we're starting on hole 4, which is a par 5. And this is my swing off the tee. You'll see the ball start right, and I'm looking right. And get one of those lucky bounces where, take a look at my poorly drawn map. X marks the spot of where my ball probably landed, and I got a very generous bounce to the blue spot, which is where my ball would end up. If you know me and you know my friends, that's called a Merrick bounce. And so at this point, you're playing a par 5 and about 160 yards away from the hole. As someone who hits the driver relatively short, and there's only one thing in mind: get the ball on in 2. I probably should be aiming for somewhere over on the right side where the bunkers are, but of course I'm aiming for the pin, and let's see what happens.
Splash.
If you can hear in the background, that's my friend who's commentating. He'll provide a lot of commentary throughout this video, but you also hear a 65-year-old Korean grandma laughing in the background. I don't know if she's 65, but she's pretty old, and yeah, she was amused by my bravery in attempting that shot. So of course, in a real match, you lay 3 now, but that should deter someone from probably not trying what they do next. But let's take a look at what happens next.
What are your thoughts?
My thoughts were simple. I'm switching to a yellow ball, and this ball is getting on the green.
Oh my God.
Same result. At this point, you have to make a decision. There's people behind you. Do you drop the ball? Do you let your pride get the best of you? Do you try the shot again? Or do you take the route that I took?
Oh my God. Double splash.
You lay up. Got behind the ball a little bit, got a little bit high, and I aimed and landed probably where I should have aimed in the first place, somewhere near that bunker. So this is where my ball landed, and the only redeeming part about this hole is that it was a decent chip, as brought to you by Adam, and that's the end of that hole. So if you were playing real golf, I don't even know how many strokes that was. It was not pretty. And as a beginning golfer, or as a golfer who's played for a while but has not improved much, your thoughts are pretty simple. Let me smash the next drive and let me do better on the next hole. Let's take a look and see what happens. It's a par 4, uphill, hole is slightly to the right. And if you look at my stance from the beginning, I started aiming left, my feet was aiming left, and sure enough, the ball went left. My ball did end up on the fairway, but as you can see by my X marks the spot, it was on the second fairway. So I had a little bit of work coming back towards the hole. So par 5, par 4, 410 yards. It felt a lot longer than that, especially with this shot that I had to hit over the trees. Now, mind you, I had just come off hitting a 6-iron into the water twice. So my thought was getting the ball over the trees, and let's take a look. And for once,
Beautiful shot.
I hit a decent ball over the trees, as my good friend Adam has narrated himself. So now I'm left with a similar shot to last time, where I needed a simple approach shot in about 90 to 100 yards into the hole. Anyone want to guess if I go short right? If you did, you're correct. Kind of got behind the ball again. Hit a little, duffed a little bit, and now I'm in the sand. And now it's kind of hard to see with this marker. I need to work on my editing skills, but the ball's kind of plugged in the sand, so I have to kind of get it out. And with this tall mound in front of me, as most amateur golfers, or not even amateur, most beginning golfers would say, just get me out of the sand. And I do what many of you might have done before as well.
Goner.
Get the ball a little too hard, a little bit too clean, and the ball goes bye-bye into the brush. Uh-oh.
A little too much. A little too much.
Let's go on to hole 6 now. I didn't really record the putts just for the sake of time and to make sure that the people behind us had a relatively decent pace of play. This hole right here is a par 4. It's a shorter par 4, and it's open on the left. I was aiming in that direction, and this was probably, out of all the holes that we played, my best drive of the day. I was watching these videos. I was shocked by just how fast my swing is, but not fast in a good way, as if I'm trying to gain speed, but just fast as if it was clearly off tempo. And that's something I want to work on for my next, for my future rounds. X marks the spot of where I landed the ball, which means I got a very generous bounce, and I was left with about 30, 40 yards left to get it to the green. And this was probably my best wedge shot of the day. Just kept it under control, got it to even bite and bounce a little bit. I was pretty pleased with that. Special thanks to my friend Adam, who helped film all these footage today. I can give you a sneak peek of his beautiful golf shot with the 549 tracer that I bought on the Android app system. Very beautiful shot. And of course, from yours truly, going right, my friend Adam moving the camera even more right into the ground. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and look forward to hearing from you soon.